turned on a couple of incidents with Ash Hanley there, who was denied one try at one end and then the ball was knocked from his grasp. Was that where the game turned from you?
There may have been turning points. I don't think they were big turning points. I don't think they were the crucial turning points, probably is a better word to use. But certainly had a bearing, yeah.
Do you feel as though the Matty Bowen try should have been pulled back for a knock on?
Yeah, possibly. And you know, Zach Hardaker's chased down on Williams there and looked, you know, it looked like one of his boots should have been in touch, would have been in touch, whether he could see it or not. All the evidence would suggest his boot was in touch, but then I don't think that's why we lost that game. I thought we lost that game because I thought we just missed too many tackles. I know it sounds very simple that, but we missed too many tackles and Wigan broke our line, especially in midfield and coming away from their try line, poked too many holes in us and got themselves some field position. Games at that level are won and lost on field position, and we just found it hard to gain any consistent field position, and Wigan found themselves in our end a lot. Poor kicking game from us, and backed it up with some fragile D at times. But at the same time, I thought we dug in. I thought we had a crack. I thought we played some very good stuff with the ball, and then at times defensively toughed it out, but just not for long enough.
What's Zach's injury? Did he go over his ankle?
Rolled his ankle, yeah.
Shame really, because he had certainly for the first 30 until Birdie scored, he had a wow of a game.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. I thought he was the best player on the field. And Zach has been very good for a number of weeks. He hasn't. He's been brilliant for a number of weeks. He's doing some fantastic stuff. He's getting a hell of a lot smarter and more selective with the ball. He's always had that ability to break tackles and some of that freakishness he's got. And just defensively, he's remarkable. Some of the things he does.
Are you hoping that's the end of Hardaker's off-field problems?
What's the end?
Well, he's had some issues in the past. No, it looks like he's gone straight on the pitch.
Yeah. Is that a relevant question? How long has it been since Zach's paid his penance and done his punishment and back playing? I don't think that's a relevant question. I know today is about two fantastic teams who had a crack, and Zach Hardaker is a fantastic player who's just put in a massive performance. Nearly broke his leg in the process of it. Stayed on for another few tackles. So for you to ask that question and just drag that one from wherever, I don't know what your agenda is there.
Do you think today was an indication, Brian, that this competition just is so hard to actually just, work out at the top? I mean, no one side really is getting ahead at this stage.
No, yeah. In our own little bubble, we will say we were disappointed today, and I would say we were good enough. But in reality, that's the nature of it. It's tough. And Wigan have been a bit of a roller coaster over the last 2 weeks. They weren't great last week, and obviously we were very, very good today. Saints and Warrington will be interesting tomorrow. So I know we've been points out in front. In all honesty, I think that's more to do with the competition rather than us being that good. So I think it's probably just leveling itself out at the moment.
Right, when Hardaker's in that sort of form, I think he's pushing for the England spot at fullback.
Yep.
For the tournaments at the end of the year.
Yes, I do. Steve will make a good choice. He knows what he's doing, Steve, but that'll be a difficult one. You've got a bloke there who's got some genuine line break, some genuine freakishness. He's a fantastic athlete, and he doesn't miss too many of those try-saving opportunities. He only comes up with them. For me, he's the full package of a fullback.
An out and out fullback now.
Pardon?
Out and out fullback. That's his primary position now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about when the kind of England thing, whether sticking in a Saints or something like that.
Well, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. That could be an option for Steve. You could ask Steve that. I'd put him in the team. It's probably, if that's the point you're making. I'd have him somewhere, yeah.
Any more questions, folks? Right, can I just ask what your overall thoughts are? The Magic Weekend it was here in Newcastle and what it could do for the sport up there in the North East?
I probably wouldn't say anything more remarkable than everything that's already been said. Nowhere does it, no other sport does it. And I think we're getting better. The sport really are getting better at hosting it. It's crazy when you think about it. That six games on the same field over the same weekend. You imagine somebody will put a wrong shirt on, or pick up the wrong set of balls or whatever, but nothing. Everything goes smooth. And all the games have a level of intensity about them, which is a little bit different to normal Super League, week in, week out. And what it could do from here, I don't know. I think it would be positive though. My boy plays, or did play, in the North East League. He played for Catterick Rugby League, and the teams that he would play in the 15s and 16s and 17, the decent Crampton and South Shields and some other teams there, they're a decent standard. And you'd imagine that the no-nonsense Geordies that I know anyway, the Geordies have got that no-nonsense attitude about them, would really take to Rugby League, so who knows?
That's everyone.
Thanks, Brian.
Cheers, Brian.